So hello everyone, we are LOCA, your virtual travel guide that lives in your pocket.
Yeah, so LOCA was actually inspired by my experiences moving into college. I moved into Morse College at Yale, and right in front of my building, there was this statue or this sculpture called Lipstick Ascending on Caterpillar Tracks. And there was no context to this sculpture that was right in front of my building. So I ended up asking around to a lot of
Sorry,
people.
we're having technical difficulties. Give us a second.
Am I okay to go? Okay, yeah. So so there was this sculpture outside of my building that I had no context for really. And so I had to ask people in my community, my older students and faculty, what this was. And I found out that it was actually a piece of protest art from the Vietnam War era. And it actually has a really interesting backstory. And that's the idea behind LOCA, that a lot of people have not a wealth of knowledge about items within their community that they see every day that people don't necessarily really have access to when you don't live in that city. So we designed an app that lets you snap a picture. And from that picture, you'll get information about any object of interest or public art that you see that is provided by users who care about helping people learn about their community.
And I'm going to give a quick demo. Joshua, I just need you to stop sharing the screen. Perfect. Okay. So this is LOCA. This is our sign-in page. So I'm just going to sign into my portal really quickly. And it tells me my password's insecure. So our default landing page is the nearby feature. So you can see monuments that are nearby your current location. You can view more information about them and see what they look like as well. But then our main feature is the explore feature. So you can take a picture. The camera's facing me because I'm on my laptop. But if I was looking at the caterpillar tank, I would be able to, our database will recognize the image that we're seeing and we can see the information about it, read more, as well as you can see your recent trips so you can reminisce on all those fun vacations you took, read more about the monuments that you may have seen, and as well we have our login and logout page.
All right, back to the presentation.
So at a technical level, what we do is we build, using Google Cloud Platform, we build a list of monuments that are geolocated in the world and a list of images that correspond to each monument. And when we do this, so normally this would be given by individual users who are at a particular place and take a photo of it. To sort of demonstrate what that might look like in the future, what I've done is we've sort of scraped through Wikipedia and gotten the images associated with articles with geolocations in New Haven. And so this is a small snapshot of what the sort of finished data might look like. And so then what we do is we use Google Cloud Vision API as well as the sort of storage and compute platforms that sort of let us string everything together to more efficiently get what are the monuments near you that look like the image you posted that are near enough to you that it could feasibly be that monument. And this combination of geolocation and vision data makes for a far more effective AI platform than either individual service would by themselves. And so what we do is we can even recognize objects like a lipstick hang. And so this is, on the left, we have a photo that we took. We can see that, it's different lighting conditions and it's not entirely sort of, clear to AI what this would look like. But if we have this reference image on the right, we can match them together as the backend does. And then we can say, you're looking at this particular thing in this particular place.
Gotcha. And to briefly touch up on the rest of our technology stack, for the middleware that we use to interact between our AI module and our front end, we used Flask as the web framework and Python as our programming language. And on the technology side, we decided to implement it in React JavaScript in a progressive web application. So the reason why we chose to use a progressive web application is because it would be a lightweight, thin client that would also be easy to update and also gives us universal compatibility at very low cost. So we thought it was the ideal solution for our project. And that concludes the presentation. Does anyone have any questions?
Great. I have a really quick question. Is just how much of the image API is mocked in that demo? So was that just like it will go to the lipstick screen no matter what? Yeah, how far?
Yeah, the front, the recognition right now is just mocked, but we do have it implemented. Just had some issues connecting the front and back end. So that was mocked, but it does recognize the image.
Yeah.
Well,
So
what data did you train it on, or does it kind of out of the box just do recognition on? It worked well with monuments.
it uses the Google Vision product search API, and so it's doing an object similarity search in a specific list of images. And so we found that object recognition for sort of arbitrary sculpture or whatever in the world is, not something that can be very easily done at scale. And so we're sort of going through a pre-built index, and then that allows to sort of more efficiently pick, okay, so you're in a specific area, that narrows it down a lot. And so then you can search for a specific thing that you're looking for a specific thing, as opposed to here's an image, find this anywhere in America.
Cool.
I like this a lot. I've run into this with my kids a lot of times, like, what is that? And when I got my COVID shot, there was I swear it was a Calder statue. I can't find any information on it. So I really like the concept, and it's something I'd put on my iPhone. This was a 36-hour hackathon. If I could give you an extra 6 hours, what would you focus on?
Yeah, so we would absolutely love to have an extra 6 hours of the hackathon to help build out this project. What ended up happening was, along the ways, we suffered a variety of technical difficulties that were unrelated to the project that stymied some of our progress. So one of the things that we definitely would have done was to be able to connect the front end and the middleware, both of which are functioning independently, but unfortunately have not yet been connected. So adding those API endpoints into the middleware and having it being called from the front end, that's definitely the first priority. And the second thing, I think, is also to build out more robust community building features. Obviously, this relies on a lot of community collaborators to invest their own time into putting out these descriptions, and having things like reward incentives, upvotes, just building a community environment so that people can be incentivized to devote their time to improve this app is something that we think is crucial before we would launch this.
Do we have any more questions? Judges?
I'm all set.
If not, then thank you so much. You guys can leave the Zoom now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, for first place in travel, we have LOCA. It is a team of Bulldogs and Huskies. The team members are Gwendolyn Payne, Diana Kolmiziev, Joshua Tin, and Nicholas Miklachich. So just for the team description of LOCA, it's a virtual travel guide that uses AI to identify and provide information on various monuments and other objects of interest, with information scraped from online and crowdsourced from the community. Huge round of applause for LOCA.